Hello everyone, Mike Mixon from Keyboardamerica.com here in Lewis Beach, Delaware, and welcome to this Genos Tyros Song of the Week and Buttons class. Now, this week's song is going to be a production. We're actually going to be using 2 registration banks. We've only done this once before, but you're really going to enjoy it. Music of the Night is the song title. And you can do this both on Genos and Tyros. Now the settings are going to be on the back of page 1, and you guys that have purchased the book bundles from us, you'll be getting the files in the mail so you don't have to do this setup. Because the video is going to be a little bit longer, I'm only going to play the song through just one time, but you'll still be able to hear all the changes and everything, but when you play it, you're going to be following the music and where to stop and go to here and go to there, and of course all of the variation changes and registration changes will be on there as well. We did just get a fresh batch of Genoses in, so if you're interested in a Genos, we do have the best price and bundle. You just have to call me at 1-800-280-MIKE, and you can also visit our website, Keyboardamerica.com, and you can take a look at our bundle there. So let's take a look real quick at the music and what we're doing here for Music of the Night. Okay, so on both Genos and Tyros, in registration number 8 here, if you're in my book bundle, this is bank 6 that we're working in. On registration 8, you're going to be putting the ethereal voices style into there. Now that's a free play, and we don't use free play that often, so you're going to really enjoy this. And you can see it says intro 3, variation A, and registration 8. Now you don't have to worry about the variations on this because I've already got them programmed into OTS, so they'll work when you change the variations. It'll change the right hand sound. So we're starting out on registration 8 in the free play of ethereal voices. Now on the music on page 2, you'll see where to switch to registration number 9, and I'm going to show you that, and everything will come in very easily for you. So when you watch me play this, you do want to pay attention to when I'm pushing the buttons on here. Okay, on registration 8 here, we're only using variation A and C, so we're only using one touch setting 1 and one touch setting 3, and of course you want to remember to have your OTS link on, which I'll show you that in a little bit. So on OTS 1 we're using 2 sounds, classical flute and boys choir ooh, and then there's a P after that. Now the classical flute is at 100 and the boys choir ooh is at 80. On OTS 3, we're using Keno strings low, and that's at 90. Keno strings warm at 80. And on rate 3, boys choir ooh, and that's on 100. Now, keep in mind, this is on registration bank 8 here, so that original style, and it says Music of the Night 1, and so when you get my email with this file in it, it'll already say Music of the Night 1 on there, and that'll be easy. Now in registration memory number 9, as you can see, it says Music of the Night 2. Now on there, I'm using actually 3 one-touch settings. The first one is going to be the CFX Concert Grand, and of course if you're on Tyros you're going to use just Concert Grand, and if you don't have Keno strings you can mix strings up a little bit. Romance strings is a good one that I use there. CFX is going to be at 100. DX Production, now that's a electric piano sound, and that's at 90. and also the 70 Suitcase Ballad electric piano, and that is at 70. We're also using OTS-3, which once again is going to have just two sounds, Keynos strings, VN, VA, VC, as you can see, and that's at 100, and Keynos strings warm VC is also at 100. Now on OTS-4, I've got Keynos strings warm at 64. Butter strings, now the butter strings are in your pad, so look for pad to get those butter strings, and they're at 95, and the orchestral horns and trombones is at 127. So if you look out, I'll touch the butter string here, you can see it's on pad, and page 6 is where that butter strings is. Okay, so before I do the close-up of the chords for you, keep in mind that if you have the book bundle, you're getting the chord, the fingering, and the right inversion. It tells you what the inversion is. So you won't have to worry about going to your chord chart. If you do not have our book bundle, you can email me for a free chord chart that I've made up just for this class. Now let's take a listen and look at the chords now and the fingering of the chords. Okay, in here we have the F, 5-3-2, to C, to F, to C7, and that's going to be throughout the song, and you also have a B flat right there. Now that's all the chords on page 1. As we go to page 2, all the chords are the same as page 1 in the fingering. It won't be until you hit page 3 where you have the E flat to the A flat to the D flat to the G7. Then you have an A minor 7 to an E to an A. And that's the right fingering on there, but once again, that'll be right on the music for you. At the end of the song now, it's got a very interesting ending. So you're going to go from B flat to G minor, F minor, to E, to F. And that's actually going to sound very good when it's all put together here. Okay, just a couple of things here. Auto fill-in should be off. That's really important. And everything else will be already set up for you. And you want to watch the timing of this. Now, in number 8, I'm just going to push 8, and that's going to put on my correct variations and intros and all that. You will want to pay attention to when I'm pushing buttons here, because that will be very important. And also on here, what's going to be a lot of fun in this free play is you can make this song your own. So here we go with Music of the Night, and this is from Phantom of the Opera. And of course, this is the Jack Jones version, and I'll tell you that in the outtake here at the end. Okay, so here we go with our finished product and production. My friends, isn't your Genos and Tyros just a wonderful friend and machine? Really a great way to enjoy playing with just playing chords in right hand. It is amazing. Now, I did want to tell you that I decided and took the styles and picked and chose the styles from the Jack Jones version of Music of the Night. Now, you might want to say, who is Jack Jones? Well, by a lot of other singers, he was considered to be the best singer on the planet. His nickname was One Take Jack. He could do a whole album in one take. His vocal control is that strong. And I implore you to go to iTunes or Google Play and download Music of the Night by Jack Jones from his New Jack Swing album. And I can tell you, it will be the most beautiful vocal and arrangement you will ever hear. It might become your favorite song to listen to. He is fantastic. So I did model it after Jack Jones. So until next week, this is Mike Mixon from Keyboardamerica.com saying have a great day, keep playing, and see you soon.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor, grasping, sensing, tremulous and tender.